number for the Crime Stoppers can be found on your press release. I ask you all to share that as well here locally. There is a local reward being offered for information leading to the arrest and the conviction of this subject. And again, I just want to reiterate, this is a community effort. All of us are involved in this. The federals, the state, the local, university PDs, and as well as the community, all the members of the community that are walking around the street to try to identify this subject. Someone out there saw something, someone out there knew something, and if this actor is listening, turn yourself in. Get this over with. We know you're looking over your shoulder. We know you want to do the right thing and turn yourself in and to confess to this crime. Please do so as quickly as possible. Questions?
At this point, can you say suspect or suspects, plural, singular?
No, ma'am.
No.
No.
At this point, can we be sure that they're connected, or?
We're investigating them as a similar event. Obviously, they occur within 20 or so minutes of one another. Obviously, within a few miles of one another. You know, we're trying to connect the dots to identify who this person or these people may be.
Can you elaborate on the evidence?
No, I don't want to get into the details of the evidence that was collected. There was a significant amount that was collected, but again, it's been examined to identify the subject, sir.
Have any witnesses come forward either from the morning of the incident or perhaps in the night or days before?
It's a great question. We have had a significant amount of calls into the tip line. Please keep those calls coming.
Can you guesstimate how many calls in?
No, ma'am.
A lot of people might be watching this and they might have seen something and not realize that they saw something. Is there anything that you should point out that could be a good thing to say?
That's another very, very good question. It's the things that are of a concern to someone walking down the street, or as a concern to an investigator or a police officer. If someone saw something, someone taking pictures of a specific location days before the event, and it's sitting in the back of somebody's mind, should I report it? Please report it. If there's someone that may be hanging around in a specific area or a specific church or place of worship that isn't normally around, call in to 911 or the non-emergency number to the local police department. So then that person can be asked, what's going on? What are you doing out here? And it's a logical follow-up.
Is there anything that you could tell us about what leads you to believe that this was a well thought out attack?
No, ma'am. I just want to rely upon that there has been evidence that has been collected.
It might be kind of restated at this point, but you did say that citizens should be concerned. Maybe elaborate a little bit on why and what to look out for.
We all have families. You know, if you're texting and walking through a parking lot, you shouldn't be doing that. You have to be cognizant and aware of your surroundings at all times. Everyone should do it. It's just a safety type of a factor, and that's what I want to get back to. This is a fundamental type of investigation. We have to ask those types of questions. Was somebody seen in the area of the churches before these explosives detonated? And that's what I want to get back to too. If you know, there's schools that are coming into, we're coming into school season, and if somebody is in a specific area that shouldn't be there, you know, that phone call should be made to the police department. Again, just to ask the question, is everything okay? You know, are you all right? Type of a deal.
How wide a net are you casting, in the sense, is there a sense that this is something locally or could be from an outside person or persons?
Again, a very good question. Again, I'm here as an FBI representative, but again, it's Las Cruces. You know, we are here. It's New Mexico State Police, it's the county. ATF is involved, HSI is involved. What affects you affects us, and that's why we're here. It's seen as a national type of a scope. We want to prevent that next bomb from going off, and that's why this individual should turn himself in immediately.
This might be a better question for local police, but in terms of that, what is being done to make sure that this does not happen again at churches, schools,
Dan, if you want to get into that, but again, it's just the communication, the collaboration that's occurring at the law enforcement level has to occur between the community and the government officials as well. So just constant communication and information sharing. That's why we're out here again today.
And something else too, to keep in mind, a lot of people may see something suspicious, a package. If somebody sees a package or something that appears to be an explosive device or unusual device in a certain area, do not approach it. Do not get near it. Simply call either 911 if you think it's an emergency, if there are a lot of people around. If it's not an emergency, call the non-emergency number, which is 526-0795. And we'll send somebody out there to take a look at it. We don't want somebody poking around and trying to open a package or doing something like that, if there is one. And then something else, somebody asked something about if people saw something, can they report it? There could be something somebody saw 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. Maybe somebody casing one of these churches or somebody acting suspicious or doing anything that could help us in this investigation. So we're asking people to keep an open mind and keep your eyes out open for anything that could be suspicious.
So kind of a specific question, but just out of curiosity, is in a general sense, when a device explodes...
We could wait a minute with this. Yes, ma'am.
When you have an improvised explosive device, is it possible to find fingerprints?
Of course. Yes, ma'am.
At this point, are you operating with the suspect still being in the area, or did you suspect that he fled the area? At this point, do you know anything like that?
I don't have any, no ma'am. Don't have any information on that.
Any idea on motive?
No, sir.
Can you elaborate on where the evidence was sent to?
It's a federal laboratory. Could I leave it at that for now? It's a federal laboratory.
When we were on the scene yesterday, I saw that FBI agents were taking pictures of everybody in the area, even the members of the media. I was just wondering, is there a specific reason for that?
That's just it's a technique. Just a technique. He's coming out to see what's going on at the scene, the post-blast scene.
I did talk with the churches, but I want to clarify, they don't have surveillance video.
Just follow up with them, ma'am.